Coming up on Fulton Today, a new revenue-generating development is slated for Fulton County's Brownfield. We'll look at the economic and employment opportunities of the project. And we'll tell you about a community service memorial in honor of a county court reporter killed in the 2005 courthouse shooting. Fulton Today is next.
From the Government Center in downtown Atlanta, you're watching Fulton Today with Shania Chavis.
Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis. A major development is slated for the north terminal of the Fulton County Airport Brownfield. This multi-million-dollar privately funded project is expected to bring more money and more jobs to the area. Kenneth Dobson is the county's Economic Development Administrator. Sir, welcome to Fulton Today.
Hi, Shania. Thanks for having me.
Well, last month, the Board of Commissioners approved a memorandum of understanding on the development of this non-aeronautical complex at Brownfield. Tell us a little bit about this agreement and how it came about.
Well, the agreement itself is an agreement to allow us to build a facility of about 3 million square feet. It's actually 2.8 million square feet of industrial warehouse space. It will be the largest project in Fulton County, one of the largest in the state of Georgia in recent years. It is now estimated to cost about $120 to $150 million. As I said earlier, it will include about 2.8 million square feet. It will employ a minimum of 700 jobs. The number of jobs could increase to about 1,500. And it is a public-private partnership between Fulton County and Majestic Realty, who would be the developer for that site.
And so exactly what kind of business are you talking about?
Major retail distributors, major retail outlets that have a need to have warehousing space to service their stores and their outlets in the metropolitan area.
And Ken, what are the county's obligations to this development and what are the benefits?
We are involved in a public-private partnership with Majestic Realty. We have a 50-50 interest in all the profits that come from this development. The only obligation we have is to deliver the land, which is about 297 acres of land, and to make sure that we have the approval of the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, and the Georgia Department of Transportation.
And in addition to the lease revenue, there are some other benefits, I understand?
There are significant tax benefits that will inure to the benefit of the county in addition to the lease revenue. As I indicated, we will get 50% of the lease revenues, the net lease revenues coming from the project. It is estimated over the first 25 years that that amount could range from $18 million to about $35 million that would be coming to the county in net lease revenues.
And finally, Ken, what is perhaps the most important bit of information that residents need to know about this agreement?
It is a win-win situation for the county. We are not spending any money on the project. We are not at risk for any future investments into the project. We're simply using land that was not generating any revenue at all, was not producing any jobs, to now give us a minimum of 700 jobs and to give us revenue of a minimum of $18 million a year over the first 25 years of the project.
All right, Kenneth Dobson, Fulton County's Economic Development Administrator. Great information. Thank you so much, and please keep us posted on this project.
Thanks for having me.
Meanwhile, the Civil Air Patrol building at Brownfield gets a makeover. More than 100 volunteers from the Home Depot Military Appreciation Group, or MAG, pitched in to refurbish offices in the old aircraft maintenance hangar.
We had a contact through the Tuskegee Airmen who told us this was a project that needed to be done because they helped found the squadron. This is the kind of project we like to do. It gets a lot of people from the various departments within the offices and the stores and some of our vendors to come in and do things like this.
The Airport Patrol building will house the Fulton Composite Squadron.
It's a project of enormous importance because we actually moved here at Fulton County Airport from the basement of a church, which we had been for the past 10 years. So to have a Civil Air Patrol Squadron located here on Fulton County Airport with access to the runways and the airport environment is just enormous for us as well as the cadets, that they can get a first-hand look at the airport operations.
Nearly 24 teens and 25 seniors, mostly ex-military officials, are a part of the composite squadron. The Civil Air Patrol is the official civilian auxiliary of the United States Air Force. Most of its members are volunteers who work in search, rescue, and disaster relief. Residents in South Fulton get a chance to review and comment on transportation projects affecting their communities for the next 20 years. The County Transportation Department held a series of meetings to get public input on transportation projects included in this plan.
The Transportation Comprehensive Plan, it is pretty much the needs on how to assess the roads and congestion in South Fulton.
Multi-use trails, bridges, road widening, beautification, and maintenance improvements are some of the projects planned. Residents even had a few ideas of their own.
Obviously the sidewalks, the synchronization of the lights for like Old National, improvements on Camp Creek, maybe a diamond interchange similar to the one at Ashford Dunwoody, and whatever it takes to cut the number of trucks down on that particular area.
Recommendations from these meetings will be used to finalize the plan, and then the next step will be to present those recommendations to the Board of Commissioners. A Fulton County court reporter gunned down in the courthouse in 2005 is remembered in a way that would have been dear to her heart. FGTV's Jolene Freeman has more now on the service and the special donation made in honor of Julie Brandao.
It's been nearly 9 years since Brian Nichols, on trial for a rape charge in Fulton County Court, escaped custody and shot and killed Judge Roland Barnes, Sheriff's Deputy Hoyt Teasley, and court reporter Julie Brandao. Every year since that dreadful March day, the court remembers the victims with a memorial service. And this year, the National Disaster Search Dog Foundation, or SDF, donated $10,000 to help sponsor a canine search team in Julie Brandao's honor.
On behalf of the Fulton County community, I'd like to thank the Julie Brandao Foundation project for this tremendous gift and this tremendous gesture. Julie was a tremendous asset to the court. We loved her dearly, and we know that she very much loved canines, and we can think of no better way than to tribute her work for the court and her care for humanity than to have this project underway. We're very grateful for the work.
The Court Reporters Association of Southern California founded the Julie Brandao Community Service Project to honor her memory and love of dogs after hearing of the courthouse shooting.
In March of 2005, I was the president of the local court reporting in Los Angeles, California. I happened to be home preparing transcripts on the day of the Fulton County massacre. And I heard news reports about the individuals who were killed that day, and specifically official court reporter Julie Brandao. And what a kind, gentle, and giving spirit she was. I was impressed by the fact that she baked every night for her jury, and when they were sequestered, she made them holiday dinners. And I also learned that she had a love of animals, particularly dogs. She had a golden retriever. I have a golden retriever. And in that instant, I was connected.
The organization partnered with the National Disaster Search Dog Foundation to expand Julie's love of dogs and her devotion to civil service. The SDF rescues dogs, trains them, and partners them with firefighters and other first responders at no cost to their departments. The dogs donated in Brandao's honor are Elvis and Sonic.
Sonic, in particular, finds live human scent. You have cadaver dogs, you have bomb detection dogs. They all detect the scent of whatever they're trained to find. Well, he finds people that are still alive in disaster situations.
Since 2005, the National Court Reporters Association has sponsored 7 SDF canine handler teams with contributions totaling $85,000.
Look how Julie's memory carries on in such a special way, because she was so special.
A fitting tribute to an avid dog lover and dedicated civil servant. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Jolene Butts-Freeman.
Nice story. Thank you very much, Jolene. Meanwhile, early voting for the November municipal election starts next week. Voter registration drives were held at the MARTA station downtown and across the county as the registration deadline neared.
If we don't register to vote, we cannot give a voice.
Mayoral, city council posts, and school board positions are some of the items that will be on the ballot in cities across the county. While presidential elections are important, municipal elections include candidates and issues that directly impact your community.
So we hope that you get out to vote, and because it's always important to exercise your right to vote, and we look forward to seeing you either during advanced voting or on election day.
And you can vote early at 4 locations across the county from October 14th through November 1st. They are the Fulton County Government Center downtown, the North and South Service Centers, and Roswell City Hall. Additional locations will be open during the final week of voting. And remember, you must have a valid ID to vote. If you need more information, contact the Office of Registration and Elections or visit the Secretary of State's website. And still to come, the cleanup continues after one of the world's largest music festival makes its debut in South Fulton. We'll tell you all about it in our district-by-district coverage next.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Economic development opportunities in the region bring together some top local elected officials, and Fulton residents weigh in on next year's budget at a town hall meeting. Here's this week's district-by-district coverage.
We begin at the Georgia International Convention Center, where Chairman John Eves served as co-moderator at a program called The View from the Top. The District 1 Commissioner was joined by Clayton County Chairman Jeffrey Turner for a session organized by the Airport Area Chamber of Commerce. Both men facilitated the program, where mayors from surrounding municipalities had 8 minutes to give an update on their recent economic development projects and accomplishments.
This is an opportunity for me as chairman to meet, interact, and speak and discuss and share ideas as well as to listen, so I'm very, very excited.
I think it's important because I consider it a brainstorming session, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity for a think tank because, again, we are not an island. We need all of us.
The panel included mayors from Forest Park, East Point, Morrow, and Union City. This is the 3rd year that the Airport Area Chamber of Commerce has conducted the program. In District 4, the 28th Annual Sandy Springs Festival proved to be another big success despite the rainfall. The festival attracted more than 25,000 people to the North Fulton city. There were activities for everyone in the family, even 4-legged members. The pet parade allowed animals to wear costumes and compete for awards. Vendors were also on hand showcasing arts and crafts.
I make handcrafted jewelry and made out of pearl, sterling silver, gold fill. I chose to participate because I was here last year as a visitor and I saw how many people were here and how successful it was.
The festival serves as a fundraiser for Heritage Sandy Springs, a nonprofit organization focused on preserving and promoting the city. The Sandy Springs Festival is the largest community event in its area, with $200,000 raised this year for Heritage Sandy Springs. In District 5, Vice Chair Emma I. Darnell wants to inform citizens about their health care options. The commissioner will host a town hall meeting later this month on the Affordable Care Act and the Medicare Part D program. The Affordable Care Act requires uninsured people to have health care coverage. It was signed into law by President Obama in March 2010. Medicare Part D is a prescription drug program for people who are already receiving Medicare coverage.
Seniors will be able to get their questions answered at the town hall meeting, as well as further understand the savings that they're currently able to enjoy with regards to prescription medications. And on average, that savings is $635 a year. So it's important for the seniors to come out, get their questions answered, and hear all the benefits that are available to them through Medicare and the Affordable Care Act.
According to Medicare.gov, open enrollment for Medicare Part D will take place from October 15th through December 7th. During this time, people can enroll into a plan or make changes to their existing Medicare plans. The District 5 Town Hall meeting will take place on October 25th. at the Harry G. Darnell Senior Multipurpose Facility. District 6 citizens joined their Commissioner, Joan Garner, for a town hall meeting about next year's budget. The Commissioner met with the residents of Central Fulton at the Helene S. Mill Senior Facility. The meeting is one of 6 planned in the district where people have a chance to ask questions about how their tax dollars will be allocated in 2014.
I'm just glad that people have an interest in their government, an interest in what services are available, and how their dollars are spent. Because we have been, we have a responsibility to be good stewards of our taxpayer dollars.
Staff from various Fulton County departments were available to answer questions and provide information about finance, health services, arts and culture, housing and human services, and the Atlanta Fulton Public Library System. Fulton County Deputy Finance Director Sharon Whitmore spoke to citizens about the plans to include the public in the budget process.
These public hearings that we're having in the districts are really important because it's an opportunity for citizens to come out and hear our story, understand where the county sits from a financial position.
There are 5 more budget town hall meetings scheduled in District 6. For more information, email joan.garner@fultoncountyga.gov or call 404-612-8226. And finally, in District 7, the cleanup continues after hundreds of thousands of people from around the world enjoyed a weekend of music at Tomorrow World. The 3-day concert called South Fulton Home as over 300 music artists performed.
We enjoy these festivals, we enjoy this type of music. We've been to a few other events, and this probably is the best event that so far.
Various Fulton County public safety agencies supported the event to ensure a safe and fun experience for all. There was a lot of preparation that went into putting this event together.
There were 6 to 8 months of preparation prior to the event, and everything went great. The cooperation between the community, the organizers, and local government was extraordinary, and everybody did a great job.
Commissioner Edwards met with the community months before the event took place to address their questions and concerns.
I want them to be a part of the process. I want to be a part of the traffic plan. I want them to be a part of the security plan. I want their ideas and their benefits, because without the community, we can't pull this off.
Tomorrow World staff says it took them 1 year to locate the perfect site.
We chose Chattahoochee Hills here in South Fulton County because of the beauty of this area, and the location that we found at Buchard Farm is unparalleled, and it will be one of the first festivals, one of the festivals in America that actually is in a very natural area with rolling hills, lakes, and rivers.
The festival also included Dreamville, a makeshift camping area for people attending Tomorrow World. With this week's District by District coverage, I'm Darrell Peak.
Thank you very much. Now you can catch more of your commissioners at work all this week with the rebroadcast of the Board of Commissioners meeting right here on FGTV. And when we come back, flu vaccines are now available at county health centers. We'll tell you all about it when Fulton Today returns.
You're watching Fulton Today.
Portions of the following segment are part of the Fulton County Common Ground Initiative. Common Ground, the county's comprehensive solution to the problem of health disparities in the community.
Health services staff who work with children are learning the do's and don'ts of helping families to change some of those unhealthy habits. It is the focus of this week's Common Ground report, and our Lynn Vaughn has more on a program called Strong for Life.
The purpose of the Strong for Life training is to teach health providers how to effectively enable families to fight childhood obesity. What do providers say when they're warning about the dangers of children being overweight and parents respond with, "Oh, he's not overweight, he's just big-boned," or "I don't care, I just want my child to be happy"? This training, a program of Children's Health Care of Atlanta, has an arsenal of weapons to get families to eat healthier.
Some of the strategies that we focus on are just filling up your plate with half fruits and vegetables. And some of the ways that other families have done that is to offer different vegetables, try new things that are in season, use your local farmer's market and take the children with you to pick out some colorful vegetables that they may want to try, something new.
And then to get in a good workout.
Exercise is a component of that as well. So we definitely want to promote what the child likes to do. Do they like to roller skate or jump rope or do simple dance videos that they can find in their home?
Health Services Director Dr. Patrice Harris says getting the good health message to children early is crucial.
It's very important that we train all of our staff to really understand this issue, but more importantly, get tools to work with our children and our families as we combat childhood obesity, because we know childhood obesity is ultimately going to lead to those health disparities that our Board of Commissioners wants us to make a difference in: high blood pressure, diabetes, cardiovascular disease.
Now, this training offers a formula featuring the letter A. First, assess, then advise, agree, assist, and arrange, as in arrange activities to meet the goals the family has agreed upon. Here's how to reach Children's Healthcare of Atlanta if you are interested in provider training for your organization. Go to strongforlife.com. That's STRONG, the number 4, LIFE.com/provider. Or call 404-785-7234. I'm Lynn Vaughn, FGTV.
All right, thank you very much, Lynn. Now, for more assistance with any child-related health concern or problem, contact the Oak Hill Child, Adolescent, and Family Center. Here is the number to call or the website to visit. Meanwhile, in other county news,
Fulton County residents flocked to county libraries to get more information about the Affordable Care Act. Enroll America, a nonpartisan nonprofit, helped citizens enroll in the health insurance marketplace. Uninsured citizens started signing up last week when the open enrollment process began.
So Get Covered America is a consumer outreach campaign. We're here to educate consumers on the marketplace, raise awareness, like I said, let them know that it's open, and let them know where they can go and enroll. We do a lot of events. We table at CVS to try and catch consumers there. We come to where the consumers are, is our goal.
Residents can enroll for insurance coverage or get more information at healthcare.gov or at the toll-free number 1-800-318-2596. The open enrollment period ends on March 31st.
and finally, in our Common Ground report, an ounce of prevention in the form of a flu shot or spray will keep you healthy and able to stay fit. Vaccinations are recommended by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention for everyone 6 months of age or older. The county is providing the vaccine at 6 health centers from 8:30 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. The centers are Adamsville, College Park, Neighborhood Union, North Fulton Regional, North Fulton Service Center, and the Center for Health and Rehabilitation. Medical Director Dr. Matthew McKinnis says never underestimate the importance of getting a flu vaccination.
This year, there are more options in terms of the way to get the flu vaccine than ever before. There's the nasal mist, there's a variety of different injectable forms, some of which are deep and some of which are superficial. And in fact, this year, unlike in the past, we've got a flu vaccine that actually protects against 4 strains of the vaccine rather than the 3, which has always been the case in the past.
Now again, the flu vaccine is available at these Fulton County Health Centers from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. The cost is $25. Visa, MasterCard, Medicaid, Cigna, and United Healthcare are accepted forms of payment. And still to come on Fulton Today, a different kind of calm and relaxation at the county library. Stay with us.
You're watching Fulton Today.
The phrase, let's do lunch, has changed into let's do yoga at a Fulton County library. For an hour once a week at the Ponce de Leon branch, yoga enthusiasts of all levels stretch and strengthen. Participants bring their own mats for the free Thursday class.
Yoga is much more than just a workout, but you want them to find, challenge on physical levels to some degree, but you also want everybody to be able to honor where they are. So I really enjoyed it. I think the students enjoyed it, and I'm thrilled to be part of the library class offerings.
According to WebMD, the health benefits of yoga include improved flexibility, posture, and breathing.
She's teaching us to hold our poses, how to relax into them, and it makes us feel good. So I think that's the most beneficial thing, making us feel good, knowing that our bodies can actually breathe and stretch out into positions that we didn't think they could.
Though yoga is considered a safe, non-aerobic form of exercise, the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons report that visits to the emergency room for yoga-related issues mostly involve overstretching and strain injuries. Now, all participants are encouraged to check with their physicians before starting any exercise regimen. To get more information on the yoga classes at the Ponce branch, call 404-885-7820. And finally, it's a free, fun family night out at the Wolf Creek Amphitheater. Dozens of South Fulton residents flocked to the venue for a movie under the stars. On a 45-foot inflatable screen, Eddie Murphy and Kerry Washington were featured in the movie 1,000 Words. Families were able to bring their own food and beverages to the park, and parking and admission was free.
I think this is a fantastic facility in South Fulton. We live on this side of town. There's nothing like this over here. It's wonderful. It's a great use of our tax dollars, and we're looking forward to many more events.
The Fulton County Arts and Culture staff plan to schedule more movie nights in the future. This season, there was over a dozen concerts and events at Wolf Creek. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to hear from you about the stories and programs right here on FGTV. Go to our website to take a survey or email or call us. The number 404-612-8317. The email address is fgtv.feedback@fultoncountyga.gov. You can also follow us on twitter.com/FGTV, friend us on Facebook, and watch us on YouTube. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis. Thank you for joining us. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.